How to connect a GoDaddy domain to Blogger. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how you can connect a GoDaddy domain to your Blogger website. So having said that, let's jump into the video. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here onto godaddy.com. Now once we're over here, you can see I already have a few domains ready. So we're going to select one of the domains, or you can just simply scroll down below and you'll see all products and services. You can see the domain this is the domain that is being selected. We can click on manage to go into the DNS records of this domain, even here as well. But before we do that, we're going to go back to Blogger, and here we've already logged in. We have our account set up. You can go ahead and sign up. It's free. You can sign up with Google as well. Once you're signed up, come over here onto the left hand side, click on settings. Within settings, you're going to scroll down, and here you've got publishing, right? Underneath publishing, you'll find custom domain option. Here, click on it, and here it's going to ask you to type in the custom domain, and this is the custom domain right here. And I'm going to open it up so that I can copy it, and then just simply hit the save button, right? Blog may not be hosted at a naked domain, yourdomain.com. All right, so here you can see it's telling us a bit about it. So this is their support right here for detailed instruction, which means we can come over here, and here we will be able to go ahead and set up the domain. So here we can see these are the DNS records that we need to go ahead and add, right? That's what it's telling us right here. You can see right here, settings, and enter the following two CNAMEs. So first is this one right here. Name is going to be www, destination, and this is the destination right here. So let's go ahead and add them. So we're going to come back over here, scroll down, and here is the DNS record. We're going to click on DNS, and it's going to open up and load up the DNS. I also want to check whether or not I have it, installed on another website. So let me go ahead and open up this site in another tab so that we can see, okay, so it is currently online, so we can go ahead and check that out. So I believe I need to go ahead and remove it. So these are all the DNS records, right? So we need to get rid of them. So first I'll go ahead and get rid of the CNAME ones. These are the other domain names that I have, and then we also have some other priority ones, but for now we can just simply delete these two. So scroll top and click on actions, and then there's no delete button, so we gotta go ahead and manually delete them. So delete, yes, confirm, give it a couple of seconds, and we should be good to go. So now we just delete the other one as well, confirm. There we go. Also delete the txt. This one is also the other one, so we should be good to go now. All right, so now coming back, and here is the DNS record. So CNAME, let's go back, add a new record, CNAME, and then here we'll go with name. Name should be www, and then value will be the destination. So here you can see name should be this, www, and then destination is going to be this one right here. So we're going to add that. This is the value basically. And just to double check, we're going to come back here into the support. Here we can see for name, enter the subdomain like blog or www, and destination, yep, this is it. And security, destination access, this is different to each person. So I think we should be good to go now. Then we can just simply click on save. Time to load is going to be half an hour. So it does take half an hour, but again, second one is going to be name this one. This is the security name. It's going to be different for you guys as well. So we're going to copy that, add a new record, CNAME, paste, and then over here is going to be the destination. Copy that, paste the value, and click on save. Now it does take a little bit of time, like half an hour. Sometimes it takes instantly, or sometimes it takes like 15 minutes, but once it's done, we should be able to click on save and it should work. So currently, yeah, it's not it. So we're going to wait a couple of minutes and we'll come back and verify it again. All right, so it worked, and I clicked on it and it worked. We are now good to go. You can see right here, zonk.site. That is our domain name. Now, if we open up the website, now if we go to the site, well, the store still pops up, but I think it'll take a little bit while to get rid of this. And there we go. It's now working in the background. You can see now I reloaded it. It's gone. So it will take a little bit of time before, it's redirected to the domain that we have currently added. So here you can see this is the custom domain. This is the fallback subdomain, and this is the blog address right here. And it's currently set up. So now we can go ahead and click on new post and actually go ahead and add some new posts over here and get started. So first things first, let's go with a header or major heading, and we're going to type in top 10 most satiating foods like this one, and then we'll center align it. There we go. And yep. All right, here we go. So now we can just simply go ahead and type in what we want. So we'll go with number 1 is boiled potatoes. So number 2 is going to be like eggs or oatmeal, depending upon what type of index you're using. And then we can just simply go ahead and add an image or whatever. This is just an example, of course. This is not a real font. I'm just trying to, make sure we have something for our website, and then we can click on publish, click on confirm, make sure you add the title. There we go. So now if we click on view, you can see right here the page you're trying to send. If you don't want this site, it's still working. So it'll take some time. But yeah, it'll take some time, but we should be good to go. So you can see right here, it's still redirect notice. It's still building in the background. So we now know that our domain is actually set up. Again, it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes, as I said before, 15 minutes, sometimes 10, sometimes half an hour, maybe even a day, but it will be good to go after a certain amount of time. So after a couple of minutes, 15-20 minutes, if we click over here, we can see that, the domain is working, and I've also changed the domain as well. So there you can see right here, this is now the domain, and you can see it's still not secure because, we forgot I hadn't added the security settings as of right now, but they are also available. So you can see right here, HTTPS for customer domain is now available. So if you click on HTTPS settings, here you can see the HTTPS availability. We can click on turn on, and now HTTPS redirect is also on. So this should work. This will also take a couple of minutes to get started, but once it's activated, we should be good to go. So it's pretty simple. And I have changed the domain to a Hostinger domain just because I wanted to show you that you can do the exact same thing as well. So here I added the Hostinger domain as well. Again, the process is very simple. I removed the previous domain, added the CNAMEs over here, and the exact same thing by just simply adding the CNAME records over here, adding them right here, and then clicking on add record. And after a couple of minutes, we are good to go. So it should work right now, but it is what it is. And here we go. So it's quite simple, quite easy. And okay, so it is going to take a little bit longer to load up. I thought it would, it would take a couple of minutes, but it is taking a bit longer. So what I'll do is I'll wait for it, pause this video right here and wait for a couple of more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and see if it works or not. Well, that didn't work because I forgot that I also don't have any protection within the DNS record, so I don't even have an HTTPS certificate to go with it. So that's why it didn't work, but that's fine. And other than that, we should be good to go now. It's quite simple. You need to come over here. Just a little recap. I'm going to give you a little recap over here. So again, come over here into the settings section, scroll down in the custom domain, add your custom domain like this. Make sure you type in www. your domain name, and then it should be .com, .net, whatever. Type that in and then click on save. If it's your first time adding that domain, it'll give an error and tell you to go ahead and verify it, and it will go ahead and give you the DNS records right here somewhere, right? It'll give you the DNS record that you need to copy and then go into your domain's DNS manager, and here you can just simply type in your DNS record. It'll be either CNAME or whatever if it tells you. For me, it was CNAME, so I just added them right here like so, and after a couple of minutes, I just hit the save button. It recognized that, hey, I verified it, connected it, all the DNS records are there, and then boom, after that it just closed, and now you will be able to see your domain over here. So it works. So there you have it. That's how you do it. That's how you connect a GoDaddy domain to Blogger as well. So I also wanted to show you that you can do the exact same thing with other domain managers as well. So that's why I also added a Hostinger domain. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care and goodbye.